Hello, gentlemen. If you're over 40, this conversation is for you. Not because you've done anything wrong, but because at this stage in life, the details matter more. You've built experience, you've built stability, you've built a reputation, and naturally, your wardrobe begins to change. You wear blazers more often now, to meetings, to dinners, to occasions where presence matters. The blazer becomes part of your image. But here's the uncomfortable truth. For many men over 40, the blazer is not elevating them. It's aging them. Not because of their hair, not because of their skin, not because of time, but because of structure. A blazer is supposed to sharpen you. It should define your shoulders, frame your upper body, give you presence the moment you walk into a room. Instead, what I often see is this: soft shoulders that collapse, sleeves that hang too long, fabric that looks thin and lifeless, fits that are either too tight or too loose. And when structure disappears, something subtle happens. You don't look refined, you look tired. After 40, every line in your clothing becomes visible. Proportions matter more. Balance matters more. Fabric weight matters more. Because at this stage, you are no longer relying on youth to carry your image. You are relying on alignment. Alignment between your age, your posture, your presence, and your clothing. And when that alignment is off, the blazer exposes it instantly. Many men assume that putting on a blazer automatically makes them look sharp. They think, it's tailored, it's formal, it must be right. But tailoring alone is not enough. If the shoulders are too soft, your frame shrinks. If the sleeves are too long, you look careless. If the fit is too slim, you look uncomfortable. If the fabric lacks weight, you lose authority. A blazer should not make you look older. It should make you look stable. It should make you look intentional. After 40, structure is not decoration. It is foundation. So before you assume that age is the reason you look different, let's look at the real reason. Because once you understand what's wrong with the structure, you don't look older. You look composed. And that changes everything. Let's go much deeper. Because when a blazer ages you, it is not because you are older. It is because structure is misaligned with who you are now. After 40, your image shifts from energy-driven to structure-driven. Youth is no longer the dominant visual force in your appearance. Precision becomes the dominant force, and precision lives in structure. The blazer is one of the most structured garments in a man's wardrobe. It is not casual fabric thrown over your body. It is engineered. It is shaped. It is designed to alter silhouette. When that engineering is correct, it elevates you instantly. When that engineering is wrong, it magnifies every imbalance. The first element we must dissect is shoulder architecture in depth. The shoulder seam is where visual authority begins. The human eye instinctively reads shoulder width as strength. That reading happens unconsciously, within seconds. If the shoulder seam extends too far beyond your natural shoulder bone, it creates artificial width. That artificial width may look imposing at first glance, but on a mature frame, it can appear theatrical and outdated. On the other hand, if the shoulder seam falls inside your natural shoulder line, your frame appears narrower. This narrowing effect reduces perceived presence. Now consider padding and internal canvas structure. Many modern blazers use minimal padding to create a soft, natural look. While this can feel contemporary, it removes the architectural reinforcement that a mature frame benefits from. After 40, subtle rounding of posture is common. Even men with strong posture experience slight forward rotation of the shoulders over time due to years of desk work, driving, and natural spinal evolution. If the blazer shoulder is also soft, the rounding doubles visually. Instead of appearing stable, the upper body appears sloped. This is why light structure, not exaggerated padding, is crucial. Light structure holds the shoulder line horizontal. It counteracts natural gravity without screaming artificiality. The result is a frame that looks upright even when you are relaxed. Now let's analyze chest drape and canvas construction. A quality blazer contains internal canvas that shapes how the fabric falls over the torso. Cheap construction uses fused layers that lack flexibility. Over time, these layers bubble and wrinkle, especially around the chest. Wrinkling at the chest disrupts vertical flow. It creates micro shadows that draw attention to irregular surfaces. After 40, irregular surfaces are not flattering. A well-constructed canvas molds to your body over time. It creates a smooth transition from shoulder to waist. Smooth transitions equal composure. Abrupt lines equal tension. Button stance deserves deeper analysis. The primary button is not randomly placed. Its vertical position determines where the garment anchors your visual waist. If the button is too high, it compresses the torso. Your chest appears shorter. Your stomach area appears more prominent. If the button is too low, your torso elongates unnaturally. The blazer hangs instead of shaping. The correct stance aligns near your natural waist, the narrowest part of your torso. This creates an hourglass illusion even on a masculine frame. That subtle waist shaping restores athletic proportion without obvious taper. Now examine sleeve head structure and sleeve pitch. Sleeve head refers to the top part of the sleeve where it connects to the shoulder. If it is too flat, the sleeve collapses downward. If it is overbuilt, it looks rigid. Pitch refers to how the sleeve is angled relative to your natural arm position. Many mass-produced blazers assume a neutral arm posture. But after 40, arm posture shifts slightly forward due to lifestyle habits. If the sleeve pitch does not align with your natural resting arm position, diagonal wrinkles form from the armpit to the elbow. Those wrinkles suggest stress in the garment. Stress in fabric reads as discomfort in the wearer. After 40, discomfort is amplified visually. Now let's talk about waist suppression. Waist suppression is the inward curve at the side seams of the blazer. Too little suppression and the blazer becomes boxy. Boxiness removes masculine V-shape and replaces it with a straight rectangle. Too much suppression and the blazer feels restrictive. It emphasizes the midsection in an unflattering way. The ideal suppression is subtle. It hints at shape without forcing it. After 40, subtlety wins every time. Fabric weight and fiber composition must also be analyzed more technically. Wool has memory. It holds structure better than synthetic blends. Higher twist wool resists wrinkles. Medium weight wool, around 9 to 12 ounces, offers enough drape without feeling heavy. Lightweight summer blazers under 8 ounces lack gravity. They cling and flutter. Movement becomes uncontrolled. Controlled movement communicates authority. Uncontrolled movement communicates fragility. Texture plays a psychological role as well. A slight texture diffuses light. Diffused light smooths the visual plane of your torso. Flat synthetic fabrics reflect light harshly. Harsh reflection highlights uneven surfaces. After 40, you want diffusion, not reflection. Blazer length interacts directly with leg proportion. The human eye divides the body into segments. If the blazer ends too low, it lengthens the torso and shortens the legs visually. Shorter legs reduce dynamic presence. If the blazer ends too high, it shortens the torso and exaggerates the hip line. The correct length maintains a balanced ratio between upper and lower body. Balance equals visual calm. Imbalance equals subconscious tension. Lapels also influence aging perception. Extremely skinny lapels feel trend-driven. They may work on a younger frame, but on a mature frame, they can make the chest appear wider and less proportional. Overly wide lapels feel theatrical and outdated. Moderate lapel width, aligned with your chest width, maintains timeless proportion. After 40, timelessness is more powerful than fashion.
Pocket style matters too. Patch pockets soften a blazer. Flat pockets formalize it.
Jetted pockets refine it further. Soft pockets on an already soft structured blazer double the casualness. If the rest of the structure is minimal, soft pockets remove even more authority. Buttoning behavior matters as well. Standing with all buttons fastened can look rigid. Sitting without unbuttoning causes pulling across the torso. Subtle etiquette supports structure. Unbutton when sitting, fasten when standing. Leave the bottom button undone on a 2-button blazer. These habits reinforce refinement. Color temperature interacts with skin tone. Warm navy enhances warmth in mature skin. Cool gray can neutralize redness.
Jet black often creates harsh contrast that exaggerates facial lines under artificial lighting.
Midtones maintain harmony. Harmony creates cohesion. Cohesion creates presence. Pairing must be structurally coherent. Tailored trousers with appropriate rise maintain waist alignment with blazer button stance. Low-rise trousers disrupt that alignment and create a visual gap between blazer and belt line. Shoes must match the formality and structure of the blazer. Athletic sneakers under a structured blazer create visual contradiction. Contradiction ages you because it suggests uncertainty in identity. After 40, clarity of identity is essential. The deeper principle is architectural integrity. The blazer is a frame around your torso. If the frame is crooked, the image inside it appears unstable. If the frame is precise, the image inside it appears composed. Many men believe aging is inevitable in clothing. It is not. What is inevitable is structural change in the body. What is optional is structural alignment in clothing. When your blazer aligns with your current frame, it elevates you. When it aligns with a younger version of you, it betrays you. After 40, style is not about looking younger. It is about looking grounded. Grounded is powerful. Grounded is stable. Grounded is intentional. And the blazer, more than any other garment, communicates whether you are grounded. Structure is quiet, but structure decides everything. So how do we fix this? Not by buying a more expensive blazer. Not by following trends. Not by trying to look younger. We fix it by rebuilding structure intentionally. After 40, you do not need more clothing. You need better architecture. Start with the shoulder. When you try on a blazer, do not look at the mirror first. Stand naturally. Relax your arms. Let your posture settle into its normal position. Now check the shoulder line. The seam should end exactly where your natural shoulder ends. Not beyond it, not inside it. The shoulder should feel supported, not padded. It should gently lift the frame without making it look exaggerated. If you look at your reflection and your shoulders appear slightly stronger and more level than usual, that is a good sign. The blazer should enhance your frame, not compete with it. Next, check the sleeve length. Stand straight with your arms resting naturally at your sides. You should see a small portion of your shirt cuff, about 1 to 1.5 centimeters. That small reveal changes perception dramatically. It introduces precision. Precision communicates control. Control communicates maturity. Now move to the chest and waist. Button the blazer. There should be no pulling across the midsection, no horizontal tension lines, no strain when you breathe. At the same time, the blazer should not hang like a box. Look for gentle contouring. The blazer should follow your natural shape without compressing it. After 40, compression is the enemy. Structure is the goal. Fabric selection is equally important. Choose medium-weight wool whenever possible. You want fabric that drapes vertically, not fabric that clings. When you move, the blazer should maintain its shape. When you sit and stand, it should recover quickly without wrinkling excessively. Gravity in fabric is your ally. It anchors your silhouette. Now consider length. The blazer should lightly cover your seat, not extend far below it, not stop above it. Length determines proportion. Proportion determines balance. Balance determines presence. Look at yourself from the side if possible. The front and back hem should sit evenly. If the back pulls upward, the fit is wrong. If the front dips too low, the button stance may be off. Everything must align. Lapels should be moderate, not razor thin, not overly wide. They should complement your chest width and face shape. Moderation is timeless. After 40, timeless beats trendy every time. Now let's address pairing. A structured blazer requires structural support below. Choose tailored trousers or clean, well-fitted denim. Avoid extreme distressing. Avoid exaggerated tapering. Your trousers should continue the clean vertical line started at your shoulders. Shoes should reinforce maturity. Minimal leather sneakers, loafers, or structured dress shoes maintain cohesion. Avoid hyper-athletic silhouettes. The blazer sets a tone. Everything below it must respect that tone. And finally, posture. Even the best blazer cannot save poor posture, but the right blazer will encourage better posture. When the shoulders are structured correctly, you naturally stand straighter. When the waist fits properly, you move with more control. Clothing influences behavior. After 40, your clothing should reinforce your identity, not fight it. The deeper shift you must make is mental. Stop asking, does this make me look younger? Start asking, does this align with who I am now? Youthful and immature are not the same. Mature and old are not the same. A well-structured blazer does not make you look old. It makes you look grounded. Grounded is powerful. Grounded suggests experience. Grounded suggests stability. And stability is far more attractive than forced youth. When structure is right, something subtle happens. You enter a room and nothing feels exaggerated.
Nothing feels forced. You look composed, intentional, balanced. That is the goal. Not louder, not trendier, not younger. More aligned. After 40, structure is not optional. It is the difference between looking aged and looking authoritative. Fix the architecture, and the perception changes instantly. If this conversation resonated with you, subscribe to the channel, because this is not about fashion trends. It is about building a wardrobe that matches your experience, your presence, and your stage of life. And if you have ever felt that a blazer made you look older than you are, leave a comment. Tell me what you noticed, because the smallest structural change can create the biggest shift in presence. And at this stage of life, presence matters more than ever.